RJ, is this where we get predictive programming from, where they show us something before it comes to fruition?
I want to draw your attention and remind you that I'm doing for the first time ever a live virtual workshop that takes place a week after my new book, The Law of Attention, comes out. We'll be spending an entire weekend together starting on August 16th and August 17th. Do not miss it. You can click on the link below to enroll for the live virtual workshop. But prior to that, go ahead and enjoy part 2 of my interview with Justin.
Yeah. We are programmed to accept it. If you keep seeing something and hearing something, and I forget what the number is, I don't know if it's 7 times or 12 times or something like that. But it's proven that after you hear and see something a certain number of times, it's already accepted. It's already woven within your subconscious. It's already there. And so it's almost like you're expecting it now because it's already in there. And this is happening constantly. We're in this receptive because we don't understand the power of our attention. We don't understand awareness, attention, and single pointedness of focus. When harnessed properly and utilized properly, as the new book, it is actually how you create reality out of thin air. It's actually how you do it, right? So they understand that by harnessing your attention, you connect with the energy of that. And because we're sort of like a container, we then hold that energy, right? And then we then emanate that energy, and then we then build that for them. So it's very deep, dark, and insidious. So very deep, dark, and insidious. And we'll talk about that in class, and the book talks about that a lot as well.
It's crazy when people think it's just happenstance that these things, occur in the way that they do. Like there was a movie called I, Robot. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but basically like the robots came in and they were in the houses and everything. And then by the end of the movie, they took everything over. The robots turned, and then Will Smith had to come in and defeat the big AI, the central AI or whatever. And it's just crazy that now you see like Tesla rolling out, robots and things of that nature. And it's kind of like, feels like we've seen this movie before. Which
was Pee Wee Herman the bad guy in that?
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
I thought maybe that was just a nightmare. No, that okay.
You dream a lot of Pee Wee Herman, RJ?
Well, define a lot.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So anyway, it's just I guess that's how it works. So RJ, my next question is: are new technologies like AI and robotics, are they given to us in order to condition us for more nefarious agendas?
Yeah, but there's multiple agendas there. So again, our conditioned mind, it's like it's either good or it's bad, or it's right or it's wrong. It's either positive or it's negative. It's not. So there's always multiple narratives because of multiple agendas that are always going on. Technology, in and of itself, is not bad at all, right? It's like the purpose behind like how we're going to use it. Like, so the example that I always give is like our cell phone, right? Our cell phone gives us a smartphone. Our smartphone gives us access to pretty much endless amounts of information. So we're able to investigate and understand and learn a whole bunch of different things and communicate pretty much with anybody and everybody. But I got news for you. If we put that thing down, our psychic abilities and our ability to communicate without technology would come back online. So we have to be mindful about technology. In and of itself, it's not good or bad, but it's really how it's presented, how it's couched, and really the nefarious and underlining usages of it is really what we don't take into consideration or think is possible. And we just normally just look at our short-term benefit. And so we don't understand the longer-term implications of certain technologies, even the smartphone. We don't really understand how we're turning off our own ability to be able to communicate telepathically because we just become reliant on a technology. That's just one example. Because the I am, it's all one thing. There are no locks and bolts to anything. I mean, we can tangibly experience and understand anything because we are everything. But if the attention and focus is outward on an object, we're not developing those abilities or bringing them back online within ourselves. And that's really what we have to be mindful about. In a way, we're slowing down our evolution because we think of the conditioned mind often thinks of evolution as, what technological advances, and they can be part of it. but it has to do with our own consciousness, the unveiling of our own consciousness. And if we're using technology as a way that deadens our own ability to facilitate and use our own consciousness, then I would say that's technology that we have to have real second thoughts about implementing.
Sending you something, RJ. I don't know if you got it though.
Yeah, two dogs, no bun. You want 2 hot dogs, no bun?
Exactly.
Okay. I thought so. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. RJ, you had talked about, how these people absolve themselves of karma, at least their belief, and you referred to it as the revelation method. So when you say that, are you saying that revelation is just that? It's trying to bring it to fruition?
Yeah, that's part of some of these esoteric beliefs, that they believe that they are absolved of any negative implications, because we're still choosing to do these things of our own free will. So that's why they have certain whistleblowers. Some are very famous and prominent. They're completely and utterly in on it. I mean, if they were really dangerous to upsetting the program, do you think they would have a big platform? I mean, it's so, I was going to say it's so obvious. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't, but it's the same playbook over and over and over again. It's just like a different context, just a different green screen. This is just the 21st century of this version of Earth, but it's the same playbook that they use over and over again. But they do believe that if they announce this part of predictive programming, this is part of insiders releasing information, all this kind of stuff, that we then make these choices based upon our own free will, which we're really coerced into doing it. But that being said, they feel it absolves them of any kind of negative implications. So they clearly don't understand cause and effect, the law of cause and effect. They don't understand that. And they don't really understand what karma actually is. So that's why I said this is just kind of childlike and infantile, their understanding of these supreme esoteric teachings. They all want to be Moses or Merlin. Too bad. They don't really understand how this actually works. They're not absolving themselves of karma at all, because karma is addiction or attachment. Karma is addiction or attachment. And so if you are addicted to anything in any way, shape, or form, you are going to get stuck, because that addiction has to do with your energy. And if your energy is stuck to anything here, where are you going? Nowhere. So it doesn't absolve you of karma. It doesn't absolve you of cause and effect. And I hope you're watching. It doesn't absolve you of any of that at all. So once again, not only do you lie to everyone, you've been lied to. And it's your own lack of understanding of self will be your own demise.